Okay, so let's take a look at all the parts of Highway 29 from the Ghost of Tom Joad album. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video, because at the end of the video I'm going to be playing for the whole song. You'll see tabs scroll across the screen. Okay, so this song's in the key of C major, tempo about 118 BPM. First thing to look at is the tuning. So Bruce loves this tuning, especially in his kind of like solo acoustic tours. So what's happening here is you're dropping the E down to a C, the A down to a G, and then the E down to a D. I've also made a playlist of a few of the lessons I've done with this tuning, so feel free to check that out. I'll put that in the link in the description down below as well. So I've done 4 or 5 lessons, I think, as of today. So yeah, feel free to sort of stick in that tuning. It's really lush tuning. It means that Bruce can play simpler chord voicings and focus on his singing. So that's the tuning. So basically you've got C, G, D, G, B, and then D. Also need to put a capo on fret 5 as well for this one. Okay, so we're just going to refer to the normal chord voicings regardless of what the capo is actually doing to the pitch. Okay, what we're also going to do now is put the song structure up on the screen, so hopefully that will allow you to break down all the individual sections. Any chords in brackets means there's more than one chord in that particular bar, and all the song structures will be in that description down below. Take a look at the chords first. So we've got a simple G chord, middle 4 strings. Okay, so just a G chord there. This chord sounds amazing in this tuning. It's just a C chord, but just sounds really thick because of this tuning, which just helps with his live performances. So middle finger, 2nd fret D, 1st finger, 1st fret B. Really nice C chord there. Okay, and then we've got an E minor 7 chord. So 3rd finger, 4th fret, low E. Then move that down 2 frets. We've got a G over D chord. And in the break section, he does this for half a bar only. It's technically a G over C chord, which play those 4 strings there. So, and then you've got kind of 2 types of D chord. Looks completely different from our normal D. So 1st finger, 2nd fret, E, middle finger, 2nd fret, A, and then pinky, 4th fret on the D string. And then also if you bar that, so E, A, D, and G strings, and then on the 2nd fret, then pinky, 4th fret D. These sort of D bars only happen in the kind of middle 8 section. Okay, so that's all the chords. Okay, so let's take a look at the intro first. You've got this main sort of 2-beat pattern, which is 1 and 2 E and 1 and 2 E and, like that. 1 and 2 E and. So 1 and 2 E and. So here I'm going A, then D, so A downstroke, D upstroke, down on the B string, and then up on the G, up on the D. 1 and 2 E and. So that's half a bar. 1 and 2 E and. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 E and. 3 and 4. And that's the main 2-beat phrase. So the intro, you just do 2 bars of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're going to start the verses. So all the 4 verses are exactly the same, apart from the 1st and the 4th are done. This 8-bar phrase is done twice in the 1st and the 4th verse. Okay, so you're going to start off with the C for 2 bars. Here you're going to pick in the E, then the D, and then the B, G, and then the D. Same rhythm. 2 bars of the C, 2 bars of the G. So what I mean about the tuning, sounds really nice. And then a whole bar of the E minor 7, followed by the G over D bar. And then 2 bars of the C. So that's the 8-bar phrase, nice and simple. Again, if you wanted to sing it, it just means you're just using a lot easier chord voicings. So that's all the verses. Now the outro is basically, it fades out on record, so just to make a clean ending for the recording, the outro is just 2 more rounds of those verses, so kind of like the 4th verse, it fades out on the record just to make it clean. I've just ended on a G, so outro same as the 4th verse basically. Okay, so let's take a look at the choruses. So all 3 choruses pretty much the same. Just going to do a C for 2 bars, then G for 2 bars, and then, so it starts off pretty much the same as the verses, but then E minor 7 for 1 bar, and then C instead of that G over D, and then finish off with 2 bars of G. So nice and simple. Again, it's really about that fantastic storytelling that Bruce likes to do. And then the middle 8 section, it's just slightly different here. So you're going to start off with an E minor 7 for 2 bars, then C for 2 bars, G for 2 bars, and then D bar for 2 bars. Here you're going to go E, A, D, then open D, then back to the A string. You may be playing it slightly differently, but this is what I can kind of hear. So just do 2 bars of that D chord, and you do the whole thing again, but just the final bar is different. So you do the E minor 7. So this is the second round. There's 8 bar phrase in the middle 8. So C bars 3 and 4, 5 and 6, G, and do that G. And then I think I can hear this G string on the record. So just do that bar to finish the middle 8. And then the break section is just kind of 4 bars. So the break section comes after the 3rd chorus. Okay, so you're just going to do 4 bars before you get stuck into the 4th verse. So the break section, you've got this kind of G over C chord, just open strings, E, D, B, G, D, and then he does the G over D. So half a bar of each, so 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and E minor 7, 1 and 2 E and G over D, and then G for 2 bars. Okay, so nice and simple. The main fiddly part of this is just getting it to sound really nice with that tuning. So yeah, feel free to check out some of the other videos I've done on this tuning. That tuning again was C, G, D, G, B, D. And he's done a lot of stuff on Broadway, some of his sort of 95 tours. He loves this tuning. So hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications if you haven't already. Any questions about getting any files off the store? So all files are made in a program called Guitar Pro. If you don't have that, so you can get the file in Guitar Pro format and also in PDF format from the store, and any backing tracks I make for any of these videos. Subscribe Star, you've got a lot of extra goodies on there as well. Get a bit more value for money. So Subscribe Star site, if you want to check that out, subscribestar.com/Bruce Guitar. Thanks for all your support as always. See you next time. Cheers. Bye.
If you'd like to get guitar profiles, tab PDFs, backing tracks from any of these tutorials, head over to either the Subscribe Star page or my website jsmusicschool.co.uk. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. Thanks very much, see you on the next one.